Yesterday we created one index file. The index file will import the bootstrap, and the bootstrap is nothing but a normal React component, React index page, where we use the ID and we create the root based on this ID and just render that ID. That is the app. So this is the normal basic 3-page file. We will build more inside it, but let's try to run this app on the browser. Generally in the React has React script, and internally it does a lot of things. It does uses the Webpack also, and we don't have to worry about that. But since we are not using Create React app, we have to manually make sure that React application should work. Okay, so for that we need to use these three configuration files. There is the webpack.common.js, webpack.dev.js, and webpack.prod.js. Dev is for our development purpose. Prod is for the real production purpose. So let's see how to fill this common one. So generally, common one is, you know, we don't have to worry too much on the common one. I will just put the code and I will just show you what it is. We don't have to remember or we don't have to worry about anything, but we need to know few basic things in the common one, and which I will show you in a minute. So I will put it paste it here. Then I will explain the important things here. What is mentioned is common one. So generally here we take few plugins like HTML or mini CSS. We take the path here, and which is the entry file. What is the entry file which will start first? So entry file is index.js. So that's what we are putting here, entry file. That is, it will resolve to the current directory. Current directory is the config, and then it goes one level up. That is, it will go one level up is auth. After auth, it will go to source folder. So I put source folder, and after source folder, it should go to index.js. If you are working in the TypeScript, you may have ts file here. We can use ts file here. Or if you want to change it to main or any other name instead of index.js, you can do that also here. What will be the entry file for your page? Right now we have index.js file, so entry path should be index.js. Now these are the some rules which we have to put it. And what are these rules? I will just explain shortly. If it is a JSX file or JS file, then it is saying it is asking in which folder, it in the source folder, and exclude the node modules folder. We don't want to take the node modules folder. We have to take only the folder which we have created, and it is asking us to load the Babel. So generally React is something which browser does not understand. So we need to use the Babel loader, which will convert that React part to a normal JavaScript, and it can use it. So for each type of the file, we have to mention which loader we have to take it. So for example, JSX.js, we have to take the Babel loader. For example, for CSS, we will use the CSS loader. For SAS, we will use CSS loader, post CSS loader, SAS loader. These loader will, they will use this JSX file and they will try to use that file. If we don't use this one, then our React application will not be able to use that file. If it is PNG, then we use as a resource type. If it is WebP, then we use the file loader. If it is SVG, we use this SVG Webpack or file loader. So tomorrow, if I'm working on the TypeScript, then I will add TSX and TS also, and we will add one of the preset of the TypeScript. Right now, I haven't put the TypeScript preset, but if we use TypeScript, we will add those one. We will do one example for TypeScript also. Right now, I have only JSX and JS, so no TypeScript is added here. So this will be the common webpack which will be used by dev and prod. You don't have to worry about, just I showed you what important things are there in this file. One more important thing is we use this HTML Webpack plugin, which will tell us which file will be the index.html file, which will be our main file. So it is inside the public index.html. Some people put this index.html inside the source. Then you have to change it to source index.html. Since we have put it in the public, we will put it in the public index.html. So you don't have to worry much about it. This is one time. We will be using this everywhere in all our projects. So I'll copy it and I will put it in our document. So it is config webpack.common.js. And this one we will use in dev and prod both. That's why it is put in the common. Next will be config webpack.dev.js. So this one also I will just copy paste the things and then I will show you, because I don't want to type everything here for this simple configuration. So for dev also I will paste it and then I'll show you what things are needed. So for dev we have to take the common one. Where did it go? Yeah, we have to take the common one and merge it with this dev. So there is one merge functionality which we have used using the webpack merge. And at the bottom, you see we merge the common config that is coming from the common and the dev config which comes from this dev file. This is the dev config. So we merge both the configuration in the dev. Now, if you go inside this one, we use the mode development. If we go to production, it will be the production. And what will be the public path? What will be the URL? You can change it to anything. Right now, let's make it 4001. You can put the port, any port which you want. You can put whatever port you want, but you have to make sure this port also should match with this port. So I'll put 4001 port. So whenever the day will load, it will load at the 4001 port number. And we have to just say HT API fallback true. Some headers we have to say, and we have to give the extensions which we will be using it. Rest, we will go to the plugins one. And in the plugins, we have to give the name of the application. Since we are in the auth, so we have to give the auth as the name of our application. Which file it will be using? It will be using remote entry. Right now, we don't use remote, so we'll remove the remote. And right now, I'll not use the exposes also. So I'll empty the exposes also. And then there's a shared part where I will explain in detail what shared part is there. But right now, we take the dependencies. What is the dependency? Dependencies is package.json dependencies. So it will take package.json dependencies. It will take all these dependencies and it will make it shareable. Shareable means since we have different folders. So when you load one of the folder like app live discussion, at that time, you will also load auth, you will also load React components because app live discussion has both the components called. So every folder may have its own React version. We don't want to recall React again and again. That's the reason we are putting it in shared. Shared means if React is called in the first folder, then React will not be called in these two. Only the first one it will be called. That is the meaning of the shared. Shared means when they have common dependencies, then it will load only one time. It will not load multiple times. These are the different types of object which we have to build. We don't have to worry about that now. Okay, so just copy this one. Just remember what is shared means. Shared means if we have any module common in both the folders, then it will take only one copy. If we don't put shared, then it will, in the network panel, you will see React is loaded for app live, React is loaded for auth, React is loaded for React components. 3 times the page will load React. And if we put shared, it will load only one time. So this is our development configuration, which I will put it there in our page. Okay, so this development config is done. Now let's put the production one.
Sir, can you repeat for shared module?
Pardon?
Can you repeat for shared modules?
Okay, shared models is, app in micro front end, there is a container, this is called container. It will call auth also, it will call React component also. So we may have React in this app live discussion, we may have React in the auth folder also, and we may have React in the React component also. So when I call this my app live discussion, it will call auth and React component. So in the network panel, you will see React is called for auth also, React is called for React component also, React, the main React application will be called this one. This React will be called for everything, app live discussion, auth and React components. Why it will be called everything? Because we are calling, we may be calling React in this auth application also, React component also. So if we put everything in the share, then it will check. If it is called already, then it will not call again. So whatever dependencies we have, we will put it in the shared, so that if the dependency is common in different folder, it will be called only once. Otherwise, in the network panel, React will be called one time, 2 times, 3 times. Unnecessary load will be there for each folder which we will be calling. And if we put in the share, then if React is called in the first folder, second folder, and third folder, then in the network panel, you will see only one call, not 3 calls. Is that clear?
What is a singleton, sir?
Singleton, we can go detail, but let me tell you what singleton is there. Singleton is something, if we have different versions, let's say App Live has different version of React, let's say React 16, auth is using React 18. So singleton is true, that means even if we have different version, it will load only one copy, but it will give you warning that multiple folders have different version. So you have to take care of it manually whenever you have to work. So singleton will make only one copy even if the versions are different. Is that clear?
Yes, clear.
So generally when I'm building, I will keep the version same. So singleton really will not matter in real sense. But if different teams are working on different application, and after 1 year you update React in one of the application, then singleton may come true. It will say 16 is loaded, but another application is using 18. Please fix it or do something whatever you want. So then also it will load only one copy of the React. Okay, that's it's not very important to do in detail, but you can search more on. Yeah.
Suppose a host component, module uses React 18 and child component uses 17. When we make singleton as false, it does not show warning, right?
Yeah, if you make a singleton false, then 16 and 18 will be load based on the folder which you are calling. It will call 2 copies.
If it is same means true will.
If it is app live is using React 17, auth is using 18. So if I make it false, then 2 copies of React will be called, one for 17, one for 18. But if I make it true, then one of the copy will be called, because this is first one. So maybe 17 will be called first, and it will give warning that auth is using 18, but it will not load that one. Okay, in the network panel, it will not call because singleton is true. That means only one copy should be called.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Okay, let me put the prod one. And prod one, I will explain you a little bit which is important for prod one. Some different things are there in the prod one. Okay, let me first change the name to auth. Remote entry file will remain same. We don't need remote for now. So I'll remove the remote. We don't need exposes, which we will do, but not today. And then other things are same. This is the domain. So when you deploy, we need the domain. Generally, people get domain from uh, from their configuration file on the server. Right now, I put it this hard coded, but if you're using some AWS, then you can get that domain name from their configuration settings also using the process.env dot whatever the name of the domain is there. So this is the domain which we will be using. So since we are using project 3, let's create a domain of project 3. So what domain you will be using for this application? We have to put this domain here. And where to use domain, I will tell you in a bit. When we write the remote and expose it, at that time we will be using the domain. Right now we are not using it, but we will be using it soon in some time. So we have to put the domain which we will be using. Right now I created just a dummy domain, project.3.example. In real world, you will use your domain. For example, you are working in Google, you can say google.com, or whatever you can say yahoo.com, whatever domain you're using, you can use that one. So for my case, right now I will use this project3.example.com because we are in project 3. Mode, we have to say production. This is for the performance. This is how much file size it should have. If you don't put it, a big file size will be created, and then page load will take a lot of time. And if I put this limit on the file size, then whatever the JavaScript file will be created will be based on this size. And if it increases, it will create multiple copies of the JavaScript file. This is something the naming convention. What the naming convention of the file should be, which we will see when we deploy it. It creates based on this naming convention. What will be the public path? What will be the output path of the application? Since we are using auth, so let's make it auth and latest. You can put anything, wherever you want to save this folder. Let's say we are in the production. Inside production, we have project 3. And inside project 3, auth folder will be created. Inside auth folder, latest folder will be created. And all the files will be saved in the latest folder. If you change it to only auth, then inside project 3, auth folder will be created and all the files will be saved under the auth folder. So it's up to you how you want to save all this thing in the project 3. And make sure you have slash at the end. And then we have to tell where exactly the path will be. So what we have to do, we have to go one by one level. One level we have to go. So we are inside config. So we'll go one level up. So I'll put ... Then after that I have to go one level up of auth. So I will put one more ... Then I have to go one level more outside project 3. So I will say ... one more time. And then I have to go to production. So I'll put the production. And after production I have to go to project 3. So I'll put the project 3. After project 3, I have to go to auth. So I'll put the auth. And after auth, we will put the latest. So this will be the flow. Okay, so public path will be auth latest. That means inside project 3, it will be auth latest. But how to reach to auth latest? We will go 3 level up, 1 level outside config, 1 level outside auth, 1 level outside project 3, and then we'll go to production, then we'll go to project 3, and then we'll go auth and latest. Inside latest, everything will be saved. All the JavaScript, CSS, HTML files will be saved. So this is how the output is created, and this is the format how the file name will be named. This is automatically taken by the Webpack. We just have to give the name and the content hash. It converts into their own meaningful name. And then here I have to give my application auth. File is remote entry. Shared will be the same what we have in the dev. And remote and exposes is something we will be putting like we did in the previous mfe1 project. Same thing we'll be doing it here, which we will do soon. Right now, my aim is to start the application, but then when I use the macro front end, I will be taking use of these two. Now, we already configured all three files. Let me put the production part in the file so you can take it. webpack.prod.js. Okay, so production is also done. Dev is also done. Now we have to do one more thing. Now we will go into the package.json, and here we have test. We will delete the test and we will add a couple of the more script. One is the start script, which will start the dev environment, and one is a build one, which will build the production one. So let's try to put in this one. So how to do this? In the start, we will say webpack, then we'll say serve. Serve me, it will open as a server. And I'll say open. When I say open, that means file will be opened in the browser. And I will say mode, which mode I want. It's a development mode. And then I say config, which config file. We have to give the file path for the config, and that is inside the config webpack.dev.js. So this is for the development. We start the server, we open in the browser, we make the development mode, and we make the configuration of config webpack.dev.js. Okay, let's do this one in the build one. Webpack. Here we don't serve it, we just build the file, so we don't need serve. We'll just say mode production, and we'll say config, and I'll give the file name config.webpack.prod.js. So we have to put these two lines, one for the development where we open as a server, we use the development part and we make the mode development. For the production, we make the mode production, and config will be the prod file. Okay, let's put this script tag in the document. Okay, now we will go to that folder auth and we'll run it. Yarn start. See, it opens automatically, and I'm able to see app here inside this one. So, and no error is there. Save icon is fine. We don't worry about save icon. So everything is fine in the console, and I'm able to see the app. So what we did is we at least configure the webpack to run this our application, React application, and it works fine in the browser. We are able to see this one, what we call as index.js. Index will load the bootstrap. Bootstrap will call the app, and we are able to see the app here in our application. We can change this app to app1, and okay, I close this one. So we see app1 now. Okay, so do this and then we will deploy to production, and we'll see that also before we go to another one. So let me know once you are done with it. I put everything in the document. Just copy paste it and see if you're able to see the app. And once you see app, I will show you how to deploy to production and test it there. Okay, I'll give you some time. Let me know once you're done. Okay, we are getting error.
So I'm trying to install the yarn in auth folder, sir. Not getting error.
Uninstall this one. No, so this error is something, share the package.json file. I think there's some problem in package.json file.
This one, sir.
One second. Okay. Yeah, share the whole file. I don't want half file.
Okay. Whole file in the sense.
Share the whole package.json file. Whole file, complete file. You have only shared the dependencies.
Yeah, the complete file only, sir.
Yeah. Is this complete file?
Yeah, the complete file only. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason you have not put correctly. Let me put the complete file in the document. Maybe you can. Okay, maybe you have not put the complete file. So I will put package.json complete file.
This is for all the folders, sir. Correct?
At least write down Boo for auth. Others are same actually, but at least for auth you should have. So you see, it doesn't start with Dave. It starts with this name and all.
Okay, that is okay. Can you please share me the link, sir? This particular link.
Yeah. So this is here. I shared yesterday. I'll share it again. So this is the complete file. Let me share it with you. Yeah, you have to use this complete one.
Okay, sir. Got it. Yeah. Thanks. But where I can see now, actually,
Is it working?
I don't see the changes you did now, sir. I could see only different path.
What you don't see?
I don't see the things which you added now, right? I don't see that.
Yeah, it's the just refresh and go down because this is the what I'm seeing public. It's public. See, I can see.
No, I could see the
You,
old one only, sir, not the updated
okay,
one.
Control Shift R. Press Control Shift R.
Yeah, now it's updated now. Again, same problem, sir.
Okay, what problem you getting?
Yeah, same error only I'm getting again.
Okay, let me. Can you share your screen? Let me give you the presenter role. You have to share the screen.
Share desktop.
Try to restart.
This one, sir, correct?
Yeah, this one is
Not
correct.
JSON. Not this one.
Yeah, you have to use package addition. Yeah, see, in the auth you have to do, right? Where did you did previous one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, do in the auth. Now it will work fine. Go there, come on terminal.
yes, sir. It's all.
Yeah, you put it in the live discussion.
Yeah.
So the live one, yeah, live one we will do later. Let's first finish the auth one.
Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
if
I'll do it.
auth one is working fine,
Okay.
then we'll move to other folders.
Okay, sir. All right. Thanks.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, let me know if you're able to see app, everything is working, then we can go further.
So it is done, sir, now. So we need to give yarn start, sir, correct?
Yeah, once you're done with all pages, just say yarn start and it will open the browser. Let's say yarn start. So it will open the browser with localhost 4001 with app 1 or whatever app you have.
Yes, sir. It's open now. Actually,
Okay,
I'm done, sir.
everyone are able to see app 1. Okay, now let's do it for the production. So we'll do same thing now for production. So if you see in the prod, when I will run my package.json, it will run the prod.js, and the prod.js will save all the JavaScript file in this location. And once it is saved in this location, we have to take that location, this project 3, and deploy it on some server. Okay, so this is the files. All files will be here. We have to save it somewhere on the our web server. Okay, let's do that one. Yarn run build. Okay, once I say yarn run build, so if you see, project 3 has now auth folder, and inside auth folder all the JavaScript file and index.html file is saved. So this is what we expect it. Now, if I run this index.html directly, it will not work. We need a server. We need some server where I should be putting this file there. So before I go further, just run this yarn run build and let me know if you are able to see the files here in the production project 3. So you have to make manually this folder production and project 3, and rest everything will be created by this script. So just create this 2 folder, production and project 3, and then run the yarn run build. And let me know you're able to see this auth folder inside here. Okay, so since now auth is created successfully here, we may have the React components. So when I deploy the React components, a new folder will be created inside project 3 that will be the React components /latest. When I deploy app live discussion, The new folder will be there, whatever name I give, whatever path I will give. Okay, so at least we got it in the build one. Let's do same thing now for our app live discussion. Okay, let's do it for the app live discussion, and then I will tell you what we have to do. Okay, so I will not do any coding now. I'll just do copy paste. So I'll take it. I'll not copy the node modules folder. I'll copy config, public, source, git ignore is already there, package is already there. I will not take yarn lock. So I will copy this other folders and put it inside the app live discussion. Okay, so I just put all other things. Regarding package.json also, I will copy from the auth because we added some more things. So from the auth, I will I will not copy name because the name is already there, but I will copy other things. Okay, so because I want to show you something, that's the reason I will just put it here. Let's put in the package.json. Name will be the same race thing. I will paste it. I'll close everything. So what I did, I copied everything from auth and I also copied the package.json because I need these two lines. I kept the name same. Okay, name doesn't matter much. You can have same name for now. Doesn't matter, but I kept the same. And then I will go here and just run the yarn install. So you also copy from auth to app live discussion. Don't copy node modules or git ignore or package.json file and then manually copy package.json file to this live discussion. Okay, just do that and run the yarn install. Then we'll see. Let me know once it's done. If you don't do it in front of me, then you may stuck some problems later and no one will be there to solve. Here, if you get stuck, I will do screen sharing, I will resolve it. So some people wait for video, they just watch here and they wait for video. And at the time of YouTube, you may get some errors and no one will be there to help you. So better you have to do here in front of me. Okay, so
Sir, I'm getting webpack. So I mean, webpack is not internal or external command.
whatever you're getting, can you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
So what you're running and you're getting webpack. When you're getting this error,
While doing yarn start.
have you done yarn install?
Yes, yes.
Okay, share your screen. Let me see what you're getting.
Yeah.
1 second. Okay, share your screen.
I can see share desktop, broadcast, choose apps, whiteboard.
Yeah, I make you presenter, say accept yes, and then you share your screen. Desktop, your desktop.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in the auth folder. Okay, let me see your auth folder. Where is your node module folder, man? Have you run yarn npm install or yarn install?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Where is the node module folder? When you say you run the npm install, then a node module folder should be created. I don't see node module
Yes,
folder.
I know. Got it, but it's not created. Yeah.
So you have to run yarn start again, yarn install, install first. Yeah, first you have to install it.
I did the here.
Okay, now you will see this is auth folder. Okay, there. So node module folder should be created. If it is not created, then it will not work. We have to wait.
Shall I try with npm?
Wait. To wait. There appears to be trouble with the network connection. Retrying. What is the version of a node you have? Can you go to another terminal? Let's see the version. npm node minus v, just node minus v. Just to control C, it will come. Some command will come. Control C, man. What you did? No. Okay, yeah. Just go in the terminal or create a new terminal
Yeah, I had created. It is taking time.
and do Control C. Click here and then okay. Node minus V. Okay, and npm minus V. Yeah. So just other try to run the command which Ashok has shared in the chat. Maybe that will help. Let's see. Let's copy that one. Let's see what will be there. Can you see the command in the chat? Ashok has just now shared. Just run that one.
This one.
Yeah, run that one. Yeah, enter it. Let's see. Is this your personal laptop or your company laptop?
Yeah, personal laptop.
Okay, let's see. It should complete. Then only node modules will be created, and then
See, here I can able to install node modules as well. But in project 3,
Yeah, maybe try sometime in direct you know uh, PowerShell, window PowerShell, and sometimes this terminal doesn't work. So just close that one. Do Control C. Don't do together two places. Just come out from this one, Control C, and then do it in the terminal and try it afterwards. We'll come back again and see. Okay. So let's go further. He will try. You just try on the PowerShell and see what you're getting it.
yeah,
Okay. So can you see my screen?
yes,
Okay. So I have copied everything in the app live discussion. I just want to do same process again like I did in auth, but I will be changing some uh, path. So here it's a app live discussion. So I will just change the name app live discussion. I'll change it. It's auth, and that's it for the dev and for the prod. So here instead of auth, I will just put app live discussion. Okay, so I put app live discussion in both the places. Change the name of app live discussion. So when I will save this, I will run the build. It will save inside the project 3, but a new folder will be created, app live discussion. Let's see that one. Yarn run build. So you see, I created two folders. One is app live discussion, one is auth. Okay, now I'll give you time. You also do same thing and change the app live discussion in the config.prod. We are not using dev. You can do dev also by changing here, but main prod is necessary. And let me know if a new folder is created here. So when this step is done, we'll go further. This is very important. We will see how to deploy to production. Then we have to take this project 3 and place it in Amazon or Google Cloud or your local server, or locally we will run it our own domain. We will put it there. So now we have two folders. One is app live discussion. Inside that we have latest and all files are there. We have auth. Inside auth we have latest and all files are there. Okay, so just let me know when these two folders are done. So Ashok, are you able to see two folders?
Yeah, yes, sir. I could see now.
Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to take this project 3 and deploy it. Those who have not done it, they can follow the YouTube video later, but or do it side by side. And if you get problem, just let me know. So this project 3 is something we have to deploy it on the server, but right now we don't have server, so we will create our local server and we will see whether it's working in my local domain. So for that, I will recommend first you to install one of the application called as XMPP server. So this is the XMPP software. I told last time also a few times that you to install this one. No, not this one. Not this. This is different one. XAMPP. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this is the URL. So to create a local server, we have to install this XMPP. So if you're a Windows user, just download this one. If you're Linux, you have to do this one. If you're Mac, you have to do this one. So just download this one and install it. And it will take some time. You do it now, we'll see this next time. So now let's recap what we did. So when I run the yarn run build, all the files and folders are all the files and folders are copied to project 3. Now we will make this project 3 to point to some domain called as project3.example.com. Then I can use app live discussion also, auth also, whatever I want, I can use that as an entry point and I can work with that one. That I will show you next time. So to see it practically live working, I need you to install this one before the next class. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, Subramaniam, you try it, and next time before we start, you just give 10-15 minutes to see where are you, or you can ping in the Telegram what problems you're getting it, so that I can maybe I can give you some answer what is going wrong. So just try on the that what you call as window power and see if it is not working or working. Maybe network problem comes sometimes, but it should go automatically. Sometimes there is network issue also. So let's see next time.